Today, I want to share a really, really funny story for you. And it's because the way that I am, I don't sugarcoat shit. I give it to you straight. I'm not going to beat around the bush and try and make it sound nice and fluffy and sugarcoat anything. When I see something that is happening, when I see a pattern that you are repeating, when I see that you are making excuses or doing something really freaking great that you're not giving yourself credit for, I'm going to call you out on that. I do not let you get stuck in the shit, not knowing where you're spinning or why you're spinning your wheels. Like, if I see it, I'm going to tell you. And a lot of that goes against the coaching industry, right? Like the coaching industry, we're supposed to ask you questions and how do you think about this and what do you think about that, and we're not meant to really truly give you the answers. We're supposed to help you come to those on your own. And for me, I call bullshit. That never worked for me. If you can see that I'm doing something, please tell me. Save me from getting stuck in the shit for 50 something days. Like, if you could just tell me today, yes, I might get mad at you. Yes, I might not like it. Yes, the truth sometimes is a bitter pill to swallow. But I would really like to hear the truth and know the truth so that I can go, fuck, that is what I'm doing. Why am I doing that? So that I can stop doing that. And you're here and you like this channel and you like these videos because you're a similar person. You're a similar being. You like things a similar way to me. That is why you are here. And so I remember years and years ago, I had a really good friend of mine. I had lost touch for a couple of years, and he was at the house and he had said to me, I don't understand what you do. Like, what is Reiki? You've gone down this totally different path. And now, to understand some of this, you have to understand I was in dental for 20 something years. It was everything I did. I love teaching people, clearly. And so being in dental was something that at the time made sense for the fact that my kids were young. It made sense to build a career out of that. I mean, teeth are going to be here forever. We're always going to need teeth in some capacity. And so it really, truly just made sense for where I was. And then things changed for me, and not from a dental aspect, but just I started seeking more. I started looking for the bigger meaning in what we're doing and why we're doing it. And like, why are we on this hamster wheel of life? And how do I make it fun? And how do I make it exciting? And how do I make it what I want it to be instead of what I am told it has to be? And so now back to my story, we're in the yard. And I remember I had quite a big yard. And so I had yelled across the yard and I swore. And I forget what I said, but it was something like, what the fuck or whatever, right? Whatever it was, it included the word fuck, regardless. And it was not long after my friend and I had had this conversation about like what is Reiki and what changed for me and the things that are changing in my life and like how I've incorporated spirituality. And he instantly looked up at me and he said, "You just swore. You just said fuck. How can you call yourself spiritual? How can you say you've changed? Spiritual people don't swear." And at the time, I thought it was funny. I still find it very funny. However, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to realize spirituality by definition, and I did look this up because I really truly wanted to know this, right? So I wrote it down. Spirituality is about seeking a meaningful connection with something bigger than you. Nowhere in that definition does it say you can't say fuck. Nowhere in that definition does it say you can't do anything. For you to find your place, for you to really truly connect to who you are authentically and own who you are, whether you say fuck, whether you don't, whether you do a number of other different things, is irrelevant if it is authentic to who you are. If it is about a bigger purpose, it is about a bigger meaning, it's finding a deeper connection. Like, why are we all here? What are we all doing? And sometimes, if you're like me, most times you're going to find yourself saying, fuck this. I'm just done. I can't do it anymore. I'm not going to do it like this again. And that sometimes comes with a lot of colorful language. Doesn't make you less spiritual, actually makes you more you. Don't let anybody change you. You are perfect exactly how you are, as long as you feel good about that. Saying fuck doesn't make me feel bad about who I am. So I'm going to keep saying it.